Good morning, everybody.
Howdy.
So,
Well, due to recent things being made public,
that we weren't quite ready to
no,
talk about.
and it was absolutely nobody's business other than Kim and I's to make public, we're going to talk a little bit about Mike and Kim Ministries.
Yes.
What led us to decide to become a nonprofit organization in the state of New Mexico. We still have 5 years to decide whether we want to go national with this. We don't know, but there are very specific reasons why we did this, which we will get into in just a little bit. But let's talk a little bit about why we're forced to explain this now.
Yes. Back in December, the thing is with some of the projects that we have going on behind the scenes, like J.W. Pistate and I just sent out a bunch of those yellow postcards and, postage, that cost. And we've got a project going on right now to where we're sending packets out to deans and presidents of colleges. And we have a letter and we're sending them a DVD and a printed up 5-page article. Well, as you can, imagine, I buy the stack of DVDs by the 100-pack, and it runs about $40 to $45, for those, unless I get them on sale.
Right.
I go through 2 cartridges of ink every week. These are about $20, $23, So I go through 2 of these a week. So you can imagine, webcams, computer monitor.
Whatever we need to
Yeah.
do what we're doing as activists against the Watchtower and Bible Tract Society.
And I was just going to say, and we stress that we have never asked anyone for help, and we don't want anybody's money. We don't even have a donation button on our website.
Yeah. So for somebody to cyber stalk us, John, and make public information that's none of your concern is a very low move to do, and it also qualifies what we said in our video.
And what Tony just said.
And what Tony said, you are a cyber stalker, because you would have had to been looking at Kim and I's profile somewhere online to stumble across Mike and Kim Ministries.
Well, he had to have been going through government documents about us even find this. Yes, we know it's public records, but the thing is, the point we're trying to make is we weren't ready to go public with this because we felt it was no one's business, because this is not, we are not a church, we are a non-profit support
group.
Yes, we are not a church, we are not a religion. We did this only so that we can deduct all of our expenses off of our income taxes.
Exactly.
We're allowed to do that here in the United States.
And it was at the discretion of our accountant also.
Yeah, she's the one that suggested this.
Yeah. But getting back to the letter and the discs that we have prepared, what the content on these discs, and we want to make them available to anybody.
Yes.
We're going to put them on our website if you want to download the whole package and everything else. What we did is we put together a very nice letter of introduction, along with some Watchtower articles and a DVD of Anthony Morris's scathing talk about how much Watchtower dislikes higher education. And we have already sent some of these packages out to our local colleges and universities with the intent of waking up these deans, and to the fact that when they allow Jehovah's Witnesses to go on school property or college or university properties with their shopping carts, that behind closed doors, this is how Watchtower truly feels about higher education. And we're hoping that this will open a door for some of us to be able to go in and maybe put on a little seminar, a little talk about how Jehovah's Witnesses really feel about higher education, and why are the colleges and universities allowing Jehovah's Witnesses on their school properties to peddle their propaganda which is truly in conflict to what the school programs are designed to do, educate people.
And to be honest, stuff like that and our activism is more important to us. We don't have time for this crap like what is in this venomous article on JW Survey, because most of that is manufactured. It's manufactured. It's half-truths and lies. And
well, he learned from the very best, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. He learned from the best. But, we just wanted to assure everybody that, we are going to ignore him. And we have more important things to do. And that we have never wanted money or to promote our beliefs on anybody.
Oh, it has nothing to do with being Christians, John.
Yeah.
This is a business move so that we can write these expenses off on our taxes. See, this is what I find so funny.
See, we've been running a business for decades.
And I really find it funny and ironic that a certain somebody, I want to be very respectful. Somebody who is an activist, somebody who is trying to reach people from a logical point of view. I respect that. Kim and I try to do that, but we use the Bible to help untwist the pretzel making that Watchtower is involved in by using the Bible. But the thing is that I'm not cyber DFing people that contend with me. I'm not upsetting a whole lot of people because they disagree with me. I'm not name calling certain ones in the community. I'm not spending days and hours bantering back and forth and using clever little words that
ad hominems
and things like that to make myself appear more intelligent than those who listen to me. What I'm really getting at here, John, is that from a business perspective, somebody who is about ready to release a book, you're pissing off your customer base. I don't understand how somebody who is coming across so intelligent, like you pretend to be, and yet your very customer base, ex-Jehovah's Witnesses, you're fighting with, you're arguing with, you're cyber DFing, and now you have another scathing article. By the way, thank you. Because when the Jehovah Witness that's waking up comes across this, they're going to say, who is this Mike and Kim? Well, let me go find their channel. Thank you, pal. I greatly appreciate that.
We've gotten several new subscribers, so welcome to all our new subscribers.
Welcome to our new subscribers because of what you're doing behind the scenes. But somebody who's getting ready to publish a book, you're destroying your customer base. Now, I can't fathom that. That would be like me walking into a buckskinner camp and saying, hey, you people are all stupid idiots if you go buy your products from supplier, so supplier number A. Come to supplier number B, me, and I'll sell you the best there is. I wouldn't do that because my customer base is going to talk behind my back about what's going on. So somebody who presents himself as being so intelligent and the driving force behind the XJW community, why can you not see, John, how you are destroying your customer base? John Q. Public is not going to walk into your local bookstore and look in the religious section and say, this is interesting. Such and such by John Cedars. Why I Left the Jehovah's Witnesses, or whatever you want to title it, by John Cedars. John Q. Public is really not going to give a rat's ass about that. What they're going to do is they're going to probably, if they do buy it, it'll be just purely out of, what's the word I want, dear?
Curiosity?
Curiosity. Your buying public is the XJW community, and you are working to destroy your customer base. And why you can't see it? Well, now I understand why he can't see subliminal images.
Because he can't even see something's right in front of him.
Because you can't see what's right in front of you. From a business perspective, John, I do not see a very long and lucrative writing career. It doesn't make sense to destroy your customer base, whether they argue or disagree with you or not. You are... I just don't understand the logic behind destroying your customer base.
Now, I know many of you are confused and, wondering what the heck's going on. This is what we have been dealing with. He has just made public on his article here what we have been dealing with for a year now.
Or even longer, to be honest with you.
Dealing with for over a year now. And all we have ever asked is just go do your activism and quit fixating this weird, bizarre obsession on our family. We just want to be left alone and to do our activism. And then in the article, this really bizarre, creepy description he gives about this video that he wanted to do, about singing to our daughter about unrequited love. Singing to her picture. I mean, that is just really creepy. And it's got her and her husband, James, really creeped out. And you don't want to piss off a large Samoan.
You don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And to be able to write this article and to be able to say that we empowered Tony Prime to do his video, no, John, you did that yourself. Tony proved it by putting up the screen captures.
Yeah,
You're the one that went off on him.
Yeah, this is all between the two of you.
Yeah, and then to tie us into this, all you did, John, was qualified that hour-and-a-half rant we did against you. You qualified it by doing what you just did on JW Survey.
Yeah, and if you try to delete the article, several of us have grabbed it and are keeping it.
Exactly.
So anyway, if we lose any subscribers, we're just to the point to where we're just tired of this crap. Yeah, because and we don't care.
Because Mike and Kim Ministries is still going to continue to go forward, and we're going to do whatever we can to get rid of the Watchtower Babble Crap Society.
Yeah, and we have more important things to do with deal with this crap, so we are just going to ignore them and go on with our activism.
Yep.
So thank you for listening, and we hope you all understand, and you have a great day.
Bye.